Hello my beautiful patrons, it's Monday, best day of the week, and I'm sorry that I've been away for so long, but now I'm back and I want to start creating special videos for you, Monday to Friday like I used to. And you probably noticed that now my channel has 100,000 subscribers, and honestly, I couldn't have done it without you, because your support allows me to take the time off that I need to actually be creative and to be able to do stuff, and also to be able to pay the bills. So thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, now it's time for Word of the Day. The really exciting thing about language, the thing that I love about language, is what it tells us. So it tells us about society now, and it tells us about where we're going in the future, but it also tells us about the past. It tells us about history. And today's word of the day is a great example of that. Okay, so when you think about the Occident, when you think about Occidental countries, you probably think about Western countries, right? Well, that's exactly what it means. The word Occident comes from the Latin word occidere. Now, imagine that this fruit is not a fruit. Imagine that it is a huge, gigantic, massive ball of gas and fire and nuclear reactions called the sun. And what happens is the sun every day, it occideres, it falls, right? Occidere means to fall. So the sun falls, the sun goes down, the sun sets. So if you're standing in England, then Western countries are where the sun goes down, the Occident. Now, what would be the opposite of that, where the sun comes up? Well, there's also a Latin word for that, which is orire, which is where we get the word the Orient. You see, the Orient is where the sun comes up or rises. And this actually tells us about the history of the world. Because remember, history is written by the victors. And it tells us that, you know, the Orient is only the Orient from a Western perspective. Because it depends where you are, where the sun sets. And the Occidental countries are only the Occidental countries from a Western perspective. It tells us about the history of the world. Well, that was Word of the Day for Monday. And now you're going to find out if I've got the skills to pay the bills. One take. I'm Christian, this is Canguro English. I'll see you in class.